Welcome back. So today we are going to make monkey bread. So it's not too difficult of a recipe to make. Perfect for parties. Everyone can just pull off a piece and eat it. Absolutely delicious. Perfect for dessert, really, since it is on the sweeter side of the breads. So before we get started, here's a little joke for you. How do you cut the ocean in half? With a seesaw. All right, terrible. So without further ado, let's get cooking. To start, we're going to take about 1.5 cups of lukewarm milk at about 110 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to add 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast and about 1 teaspoon of sugar. Then we're going to give this some whiskey business and let that yeast activate. Which will take about roughly 10 minutes. While that's activating in the same mixer, we are going to add 1/4 cup of sugar, missing a good amount of that sugar. So we're going to scrape that off the counter and add the missing amount. Then we're going to add 1/3 cup of melted butter, 2 eggs, and 1 teaspoon of salt, and we're going to give that some whisking. Then, once our yeast mixture is nice and frothy, which means the yeast has activated, we're going to go ahead and add that to our level mixture. Then we are ready to start adding some flour. So we're going to add about 5 cups of flour in total. However, we're going to do this in batches. To start, we're going to add 2 cups of flour and then mix that up. Once that's combined and Ellie has lost interest since it's lunchtime and gotta eat, we're going to add another 1.5 cups of flour. Then once that's incorporated, we're going to go ahead and add the remaining flour. Then we're going to let this mixer knead it for us. So we're going to let this run for about 10 minutes or until the dough has formed a nice ball that is springy and smooth. And once it passes the window pane test, basically you can stretch a small piece of it out, thin enough you can see light through it. At that point, we are going to take it out and throw it into an oil bowl and let it rise for about an hour or until it's doubled in size. The rate at which this will happen will depend on the temperature at which your house is or whatever you're making bread at. While that is rising, and now that Ellie has some good old lunch, we're going to start making the sugar coating. You know, the good stuff. So we're going to add 3/4 cup of butter, 1 cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 3/4 cups of brown sugar. Then we're going to give that some nice mixing until everything is nice and combined. Once we have that, we're going to take our lovely dough guy, and now that he has grown twice the size, we're going to start to get worried and punch the air at him. Then we're going to take him out and throw him on a floured surface, just so he doesn't stick to the counter as we rip him apart and make little dough balls out of him. So as we rip this guy apart, we are going to roll him into little pieces, and then coat him with the sugary goodness, and then layer them in our baking pan. This is going to ensure that every piece that gets pulled out will have a nice, lovely flavor. Also, we're going to give this guy a little taste if you dare. Once you get all the dough in the pan, we are going to set this to the side again and let it rise. This will take about 30 minutes. Really what we are looking for here is for the dough to start rising and rise about 1.5 times the size it is now. Now that these guys are about 1.5 times the size that they were, we're going to throw these in the oven at 350 degrees for about 35 to 45 minutes until it's nice like golden brown, and when you knock on bread it sounds nice and hollow inside. While these are baking, we're going to make some icing. So to start the icing, we are going to take 1.5 cups of powdered sugar with 3 tablespoons of milk already in the bowl, clearly because we didn't forget to start recording. Then we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Then we're going to mix this up until it's nice and smooth. If you're not happy with the consistency of the icing, you can always add more powdered sugar to thicken it up or add more milk to make it more runny. Now that our bowls are done cooking in the oven, we're going to take them out by flipping them on a pan. Clearly should have added some non-stick spray earlier, but hey, we can fix this. We're just going to give this a little patchwork, and then the moment you've all been waiting for, we are going to drizzle the icing over this masterpiece. Ooh, ah. Alright, so there we have it. We have our monkey bread. So without further ado, let's get taste testing. Pulls apart nice and easy. Let's taste it. What do you think?
Good.
It's good? You like it?
Yeah.
Alright, so this bread is absolutely delicious. Light and fluffy on the inside. It's got that nice crunchy of the sugary on the outside. It's just absolutely delicious. Basically tastes like a cinnamon roll, but in monkey bread form. So With that being said, if you like this video, hit that like button down below. If you want to see more like it, hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you can be notified every time we make a new video. Until next time, I'll see you later.